Hello, my beautiful friends. It's your friend Kevin, also known as the Woo Woo Wizard, here with your week ahead. All right, without further ado, I am using the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck, and I pulled a card for every day this week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is where I spend the next few minutes explaining where the moon is, what you can expect, so I can give you kind of a roadmap of what to expect for this week coming up. So let's just give you a quick overview. And this is for the week starting January the 12th through January the 19th, 2025. So this week starts off with the full moon coming on Monday in the sensitive sign of Cancer. So right now, on Sunday, the moon is moving kind of through and out of Gemini. So for today, it's very much a day of paying caution to the wind and getting your angels involved in the journey forward. Take on the attitude of trusting life and letting life unfold, excuse me, perfectly for you. This is a fantastic day for being innovative or for even being radical, just stepping out of your box a bit. Anything that can shift you from mundane land. Now, as the week progresses, the full moon, as I've said, falls into Cancer on Monday. It'll be the mid-afternoon if you are in, if you're in LA. And it'll be the early evening if you're in New York, right before midnight if you're in London, and the mid-morning on Tuesday if you're in Sydney, Australia. The sign of Cancer is ruled or led by the moon's energy. So what does that mean? So expect the your emotions, to be affected, particularly with some prickly energy, because it's all kicking off near the unruly, angry sign of planet of Mars, which is still in retrograde. Now, you may find that 2025 is off and running, but please look at this as a good thing. If you've been stuck or held in this suspended animation, this is your opportunity to use the full moon energy to kind of like trampoline bounce yourself forward. It's like that quantum leap, that quantum bouncing, mostly away from the past cycles, and using the full moon's energy will be a big, huge bonus. On the other hand, if you want to keep things soft and dreamy, also another element of Cancer, then you're going to have your work cut out to maintain that. You might find the angry attitudes of other people bouncing into your world. So there are two ways you can go this week. One, work diligently to find that peaceful, loving, kind space. Meditate, go out in nature, be with trees, or get into your dynamic mode and say, well, to hell with this. I'm going to let go of anything that I ever don't need, don't want. That could be books, records, music, people, places, situations, stories. Goodbye. The other benefit of this full moon on Monday is harmonizing with Neptune, which, although it's been known for being a few degrees off, a bit weird, even like the rainbow showing up in the middle of a tornado, this allows us to tap in to all our dreams, to our creativity, and to our spiritual endeavors. You may want to choose to go to a yoga class, go to a group or guided meditation, get involved with some chanting, try some emotional freedom techniques if you're finding things welling up. You go online and find lots of videos on emotional freedom techniques, also known as EFT. Anything that taps into your woo-woo senses is favored on Monday. Well, actually, the week, to be honest with you. It feels like the universe has taken a stick and poking us this week. Just be mindful of any out-of-the-ordinary reactions from other people. The full moon energy is the opposite of the dark moon's energy, in that Everything on a full moon is out in the open and on show. This is when, me personally, I become the observer of my own feelings and thoughts first, and then I look to see what others are doing, their habits, without pushing into them, without locking into them. Use whatever techniques you have at your disposal to tackle any sensitive um, emotions, because staying away from it, staying out of it, looking over the fence at it is going to be your best ally this week. So let's have a look at what Monday's card is. There we go, Page of Water. Now, this is sensitive. It's being open-hearted. It's tapping into your intuition. Water being the cups, and Page being that young maiden, young princess, young youthful side of ourselves. This would be a card for playfulness. Now, moving into Monday. Monday is a number 5 energy. Now, Sunday is a number 4 energy. It's about faith. Monday is a 5 energy, about adventure. And the full moon goes right on into Cancer. Balance on Monday is going to be your key. Being mindful of your true emotions, looking at closing the door on any unfinished business from December. Dump it. Get rid of it. You don't need it. Any emotions that are weighing you down, have the faith that your angels, your ascended ones, your guides, your loved ones, they might be presenting or showing you some of the past arguments that you may have had. Remember, when Mars is in retrograde, or any planet's in retrograde, we get taken back to the time that it started. And this Mars retrograde started at the beginning of November. So, if you've got any arguments, any discords, anything like that, see where you can release it, let go of it. Kick the negativity to the curb. Let's see what our card says. The ego. Well, the ego is also known as the devil. It's also a card about illusion, dependency, materialism, false narratives, gossip, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't. The ego card, the devil card, is all about not showing you anything that you need to see. On Tuesday, we have a number 6 energy, which I call revitalization. The moon is shifting into fiery Leo, but it also means love is in the air. However, too much of it can be nauseating to others, especially if they're not feeling it. But the reason why you might be feeling very amorous is that Jupiter and Venus are having this clash going on. So watch out if you're doing too much doting, if you're brown nosing with the boss. Hold back on any of that stuff, because anything overt will be seen as arrogant or inappropriate. Instead, restock anything that makes you feel love for yourself. Perfumes, bubble baths, that kind of thing. Now, the Page of Earth shows up just like the Page of Water. It's about being studious, being prepared, being cheerful. I'd say that on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you can get into writing a letter to somebody, reading a really good novel, telling your angels and your ascended ones how much you love them and you care about them and you're grateful that they're with you. This will hold in good stead for moving you through Tuesday's energy and the start of the waning cycle, which starts to happen as we go into Wednesday the 15th, which is a number 7 day. And that's what I like to call focus. The moon starts its waning cycle in the sign of Leo. The sun and Mars are getting ready to face off today, so watch out for you getting angry, upset, or kicking off on somebody. You'll be better served to mark your calendar and focus all your attention on having the good vibe day. Let's see. This is the Two of Fire. So when we're looking at this, planning, partnership, progress, look to the moon, look to where can I join up with the energies of somebody who's like-minded. Remember, if I look at this card, you have your angel and your spirits working with you. They don't look favorably upon arguments. They don't look favorably upon discord. I have to say that on the days where I don't pay attention to getting into nonsense and silliness, I can get a clap back from spirit who says, no, 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 no. They will send me a lesson in no uncertain terms. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday is a number 8 day. It's about being successful, about being abundant, about feeling philanthropic, all those things. The moon has now traveled into the organizational sign of Virgo. The sun will have a clash with angry Mars, and takes on radical energies of Uranus. Or Uranus. There could be people who will drive you bat crazy. So my best suggestion for success today would be any project that will involve your organization skills, even if that has to do with straightening up your closet, going through your library, indexing your financial statements. We have the 9 of fire. That is action, action, action. Protection, preparedness, resilience. Go look at your budget if you need to. Anything that involves you in organization will keep you away from somebody else's disorganization. Moving into Friday, we have a number 9 day, a day of declaration. The moon sits firmly in that sign of organizational Virgo, but remember the moon cycle doesn't stay around for too long. It would be good to make personal declarations or get into meditation or get into reflection today. Anything that talks about an I am affirmation. I am focused, I am patient, I am kind, I am organized, I am clever, I am worthy. All of these things are great to do on Friday. Declare what you have and be grateful for what you've gathered and gained in the past, as well as what you've already managed to do in the very infancy of 2025. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, what has not happened, that will not bode well for you. The card we have is the 8 of Earth, education, focus, details. And we see these wonderful patterns, which to me look like stamps, those old-fashioned letter stamps that got stamped with that red ink on letters. This is somebody who is chiseling out more and more designs, focusing on, I think, symmetry, focusing on those work-life relationships. All of those things are favored next Friday. On Saturday, we move into a number 1 or a number 10 day. Now, the difference between my 1 and my 10, they both work with the sign of the card of the magician. However, I like to stick the 0 in it because that is the element or the energy of the divine. When you have a number 0 that shows up, that is divine blessings, divine messages. So to me, it would say on Saturday, be with the High Priestess energy. This is Archangel Haniel, the one who's about intuition, wisdom, patience. She comes with the divine to open up our intuitive skills. Mercury will be moving into Saturn on Saturday and could be stirring up some great energy because you still got a little bit of Virgo energy in it. However, it's getting ready to move out. This means any awkward conversations are favored to happen, providing whatever you talk about, whatever you discuss, is sensible. Put a strategy in place and look for the success in these awkward conversations. Look at this as if you can clearly see the map and the ideal route for everyone to take. So, in a really big way of closing out this week, we've got some heavy emotions riding. And I want you to think about it like you're on a surfboard and you've got the surf. The waves are growing and they're swelling. and you're paddling out. How are you going to ride the surfboard of emotions? And what influences are you going to bring to the table? I still like the observation rather than the action mode this week, particularly where we've got two major cards. One on Monday, let's see, Sunday, Monday, the ego, and then another one on Saturday, the high priestess, flanking the rest of the week. In the middle of the week, we've got a combination of fire and earth, which are really good things because fire talks about action and earth talks about grounding. The two earth cards is the 8 and the page. The two fire is the 9 and the 2. So we do have some really, really good fortuitous cards. However, we must be grounded in where we are now, not where we used to be, not where we were. I'm hoping that makes sense. Don't forget, go down below, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things that you do because I love listening or reading your comments. Until tomorrow when I do my daily blast, lots of love. Bye for now.